Sometimes a relationship doesn't end because somebody cheated. Other times, sometimes maybe somebody did cheat, but not all the time it's because someone cheated. Sometimes relationships end because maybe you've outgrown that version of yourself that needed that relationship during that season, right? So, in this video, I'm going to break down the signs that your soul, the signs that your spirit gives you when it's time for you to let go of the relationship that no longer serves you, okay? So stay tuned to the end of the video. Sometimes well before your mind starts to come to terms with the fact that your relationship is over, well before your mind accepts the truth, your soul and your spirit will start to send messages and signals to you to let you know it is time to let go, okay? Sometimes the universe will not let you rest. The universe will not let you function if you do not let go of the relationship that no longer serves you. So in this video, I'm going to give you the signs the universe sends, the signs that your spirit sends when it's time, when your relationship is over. One of the first signs that the universe sends you when your relationship is slowly over is you start to feel confused. Not chaos, not anything crazy, just confusion. You're confused. Like, you love the person. You have a deep connection, a deep love, but you just feel confused. You're not sure anymore. You're questioning. You're second guessing yourself. You're wondering. You're starting to think about your own life. You're starting to think about your own path, right? You're like, what do I want? What do I want to do? Sometimes when you are with your person and you are with your partner, you can have this very comfortable silence. Like, you can be like, you know what? I love you so much. I love you. Our relationship is getting stronger. Silence. You're just, I love you. That silence, that's fine. That's okay. That's healthy, right? But there's another uncomfortable silence where it's like, do you still love me? I don't even know. Silence. What do you want to do today? I'm not sure. I don't know. Silence. When you no longer have stuff to say back and forth anymore, this is when your relationship gets tested, people. My last video where I talk about sex is sacred, I touch on it a little bit, where I say, stop having sex and you'll find out the state of your relationship really quickly, okay? So it's a silence that feels uncomfortable. I don't know what to say to this person anymore. I don't know what to say to them. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very uncomfortable situation to be in, because it's like you're with the person, you love the person to death. I love you so much, but like, why do I feel disconnected? Why do I feel just not connected to you anymore? Why does it feel like everything we do, we have to try so hard for? It doesn't flow as much. It doesn't flow, right? It's like you're confused. You're second guessing yourself. You're not sure anymore. Here's the thing, right? In the beginning of a relationship, we call it the honeymoon phase. Many people, when you don't heal yourself and you do not work on yourself, when the honeymoon goes away and you're now in the integration, you're now integrating yourself into the relationship. Usually when it hits to about 1 to 2 years, all the way up until like 5 years, 6 years, 7 years and beyond, this is usually when the truth comes to light. If you're not working on yourself, your partner is going to start seeing your trauma. Your partner is going to start seeing your flaws. And if both of you guys aren't willing to heal yourself, you're going to split, because a relationship is really about the person mirroring back to you parts of yourself that you haven't healed yet. So if you're with the person and stuff keeps coming up and you're not healing it, bro, your relationship is gonna end. You need to start having the very difficult conversations. Perfect example. If you're a woman and your man used to have this ambition, this will, he had stuff going for him in his life, right? Lately, he lacks the motivation. Lately, he hasn't been doing the stuff that you want him to do, as far as things that used to make you attracted to him, right? Maybe in the beginning, he had a really good paying job. In the beginning, he would do, spontaneous things. Now he doesn't do it no more, right? Now the truth is coming to light. Now you're realizing, maybe I didn't like him as a person. Maybe I like the stuff that he gave me. We are starting to realize in life the difference between love and the difference between having a contract with somebody else. Okay? But here's the truth. If you have a contract, right, there's nothing wrong with that. What I mean by contract is not a physical contract, but it's terms that you've subconsciously agreed with the person, where it's like, I'm with you for these reasons. So it's like you're not attracted to the person, and a piece of you is like, I don't know if I want to be with him anymore because he's no longer ambitious. So then now, as a woman, it makes you reflect on, shoot, what do I need to do for my life? If I'm not progressing with this person, am I behind? And a lot of times women, they like to compare with other couples. A woman may have a best friend and she's looking at her friend, and a woman may have a friend and she's looking at her friends, and her friends is married and they have kids, and they're they live in a house or whatever the case may be. And she may be looking at them like, you know what? Bro, I want that. I want that. Right? I want to be in this situation. So if you're a woman, you'll know, because then you'll start to compare yourself to other couples and not feel good. This is how you know as a woman. As a man, your peace gets disrupted. As a man, you'll start to know because your peace gets disrupted. When this is a cycle that continues, your woman is dissatisfied, so then she will make your life a living hell, right? Once she's done making your life a living hell, then it becomes a disconnect. Then she's no longer connected. Now she doesn't care anymore. When she doesn't care, she starts to disrespect you, right? She starts to put you down because she no longer cares. She's already left you mentally. Mentally, she's already checked out. She's gone. Just because she's still there with you physically doesn't mean she's still here with you. When a woman loses interest in you here, there is nothing you can do anymore. It's over. Okay? This is why, as a man, your main objective, your main priority in your life is seek first the kingdom of heaven, and everything else will be added unto you. This is why this statement means more than anything else. Because when you are in your purpose and you are more connected to the universe, you don't have time to cheat on your wife or your girlfriend. You don't have time to do pointless stuff. You don't have time to be in your addictions, because you are following the universe. When you are following the universe, your woman is going to follow you, because your woman follows where the success is, where the opportunity is, where the money is. And when you are in your purpose, you attract all these things. This is a cycle, right? This is a cycle. As a man, you'll start to know when your woman no longer wants to be with you anymore. When you're the one who's always bringing up sex. When you are bringing up sex, when you are bringing up being intimate, and you're the one keeping track, like, bro, we haven't had sex in 2 weeks. When this happens, it's only a matter of time before your relationship is over. It's only a matter of time. A woman has to always be the one who is more interested in having sex with you. She has to be the one that is more interested in being intimate with you. It has to be 60-40. She's 60%, you're 40%. Okay? 40% doesn't mean you don't initiate. You still initiate, but she's the one that's kind of poking the bear. A lot of these relationships, it's 70-30. The man is 70 and she's 30. When you are in this point, it's only a matter of time before your relationship is over. A woman's sexual desire is directly connected to where the man's ambition level is. If his ambition level is not that high, her sexual attraction goes low. Okay? Women need a reason to sleep with you. They need a reason to want to be intimate with you. If you're not giving her a reason, and then she goes out and finds another guy who's giving her that reason, subconsciously she's going to want to sleep with that person. Even if she doesn't do it, this is how they function. Okay? Another sign that your relationship is slowly over and it's about to end is you stop caring to over explain stuff. Before, you used to always want to like explain and make sure your partner like communicate. You used to always want to like communicate how you feel, communicate what's going on, and now you find yourself not telling the person how you're feeling. You find yourself not really explaining or over explaining to the person. You do everything in your power to give short answers, right? And then just keep it moving. This one right here, this one is, whew, boy. When especially women love to explain stuff. When your girl no longer feels like kind of like explaining stuff, you gotta poke her. You gotta get her to explain things to you. Nah, bro. Nah. And same thing goes for men too, right? If your man just feels disconnected and he feels like he, like as a man, you're just like, bro, I don't feel like really talking to her. I don't feel like really explaining stuff to her. You find yourself drinking more. You find yourself like watching more of the adult content. You find yourself using marijuana more. You find yourself doing all these things. This is a coping mechanism. This is how you cope. This is how you try to navigate how you feel, because you can't talk to her about it. Because if you do, you feel like you're less of a man. You feel like going to your woman and telling her your problems, right, will make you feel or look like less of a man. And you're partially right. You're kind of right. Because a lot of times in modern day society, maybe back in the old days, the older generation had it different. But in today's society, telling a woman your problems is not always the best thing to do, right? Because your woman naturally overthinks. Naturally, women overthink. So if you tell her your problems and you tell her all the horrible stuff that happens to you, it naturally turns her off, because it's like, how can I, in her mind, it's like, how can I feel like sleeping with you if I'm stressed out? So why are you telling me all these problems you got? I'm not turned on anymore. This is what goes on in her head. So it's like, as a man, if you don't have people to talk to, if you don't have like a friend or whatever, a brother or something, you're gonna dig yourself into a deeper hole, right? You're gonna start digging into your traumas, and then you're gonna start being, attached to your addictions. So as a man, you'll know, because your life will become chaotic. Your mind will become chaotic. Your spirit you are unrest. You are not in peace at all. You start getting to the point where these conversations, man, when you have these conversations, you feel drained. You feel tired. Every little thing just drains you now. The conversations are just like, bro, oh my gosh, like, you just feel like you need more space. You're like, bro, I need space. Even though, bro, you could literally spend the entire day away from the person, but then when they come home, you're like, bro, I need space. You haven't seen each other all day. You're still begging for space. Conversations drag out. Everything feels heavy. When this happens, this is your soul telling you, I can no longer shrink in this environment. I can no longer not express myself in this environment. like I said before, your soul will not let you rest until you make the proper adjustments. Your feelings and your soul will tell you either one, you need to leave this environment, or two, y'all need to start having difficult conversations. You need to start healing, okay? This is one of the big signs that your soul gives you when it's time for a relationship to be over. The relationship has served its purpose. It's time to move on, okay? Another crucial sign that your relationship is slowly over is you start to believe different stuff now. Your belief systems start to be different now. You start moving in separate directions when it comes to what you believe in, when it comes to your purpose in life, when it comes to what you want to do in life, what your goals. Things become not aligned anymore. You're no longer, it's like you're moving in this direction, the person's moving in that direction. You believe in this, the person believes in this. When this starts to happen, it's only a matter of time before the relationship crumbles because you're not in alignment, right? You're no longer in alignment. And when this happens, this is when you argue for every little thing, people. Every little thing you're arguing. In the beginning of the relationship, you guys would always find ways to forgive each other, ways to love each other. Oh, I love you so much. Like, he would leave the toilet seat up. He would leave the toilet seat up and you would be like, oh, it's okay, babe. I love you. Right? He would, do something or she would do something. Oh, it's okay, babe. No problem. No worries. Babe, you forgot to clean the dishes. I got it. No worries. I love you. Now, my friend, everything pisses you off. Everything he does pisses you. This, bro, he could breathe wrong. You're like, oh, I can't stand you. Anything he does, he's walking awkwardly. Why are you walking like that? Bro, at this point, oh man, at this point, it's only a matter of time. Because that means your soul is your soul gives you these messages to let you know that it's time to find the door. Because you are unrest. You're not at ease. Everything about the person pisses you off. Everything they do pisses you off. If they look at you wrong, it pisses you off. Okay? So, lastly, you have dreams. When the person is showing up in your dreams and it's not necessarily a good dream, right? Like you're seeing a lot of like you can't really explain the dream, but you know something is going on in the dream. Maybe you have a dream where you're trying to find the person and you're looking for the person and you can't find them. That's another sign. That means emotionally, spiritually, you feel like they're not there for you. You feel like your relationship is crumbling, right? So you'll have dreams like this. You'll have a dream where, I don't know, like something is chasing you. Something is chasing you in the dream or something. Or you'll have a dream where you'll see a serpent near the person or something like that, right? You like dreams like that. It's weird dreams like that, right? The universe, this is how the universe warns you, and this is how the universe gives you messages. Especially if you're a person that doesn't dream often. If you don't dream as much, but then you're getting these dreams, right, about this is a huge sign. Because if you don't dream, like I dream every night because I get downloads. But if you're somebody who doesn't necessarily dream, and then you get a dream like that, you need to pay extra attention, okay? That's a big sign. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's so many, there's so many more signs, but this is just part 1. If you want me to make a part 2, leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and comment part 2, and then we can just make another one, okay? So I am open to one-on-one consultations. The link will be in the description below for couples, for anybody who's looking for more clarity, more grounding sessions, more of a one-on-one session. I am open to it. So other than that, if you're new to the channel, hit the like and subscribe for more content. It's been another message with Spiritual Master. I'm gonna catch you in the next one.